All right, risers and fallers it is. Um, okay, well, this isn't even a rising and faller. Like, I'm just gonna say it again. Uh, Kenyan Drake had 21.3 PPR points on 21% snap share. So, if you can sell him, do that because he's gonna be a fall. This is the peak of his year. He's falling from here. There's yeah. And in that same vein, I'd say, what's his name? J. Rob, Jonathan Robinson, James Robinson. That guy. He's a riser because he's pretty much took a monopoly of this backfield. When it looked like in week one, it was going to be a flip between him and Carlos Hyde, but now it's irreversible. He's going to have this job for the rest of the year and probably be top 10 very consistently. So he's a riser for me because previously he was an RB2, now he's almost an RB1. So there you go.
Mine's Daryl Williams. I mean, obviously we thought he would have like a nice role here. He had a good matchup as well. But they showed, and you alluded to it earlier, that he has a bigger role than CEH ever had. So that role itself doesn't matter that it's really Daryl Williams has risen with this performance and what we saw this week.
I get that. So I'm gonna kind of cheat here, but risers are Washington football team tight ends for me because it's looking like it's gonna be a plug and play, like legit, like top 5 options weekly between Ricky Seals-Jones and Logan Thomas, whoever's healthy. They come in. I think Ricky Seals-Jones gets 8 targets. He gets the early touchdown. Logan Thomas was balling earlier this year, but it's looking like whoever's there is a plug and play. So they're risers because that wasn't the case before.
Yeah, totally agree. I mean, it's a safe role for a tough position. So if you can get a piece of it, then there you go.
So a quick riser here. Damian Harris. This has probably been beat to death, but this is the first time where on paper he had a bad matchup and still exploded. So he's not matchup proof by any means, but in a world where the Patriots have a positive game script or a neutral one, he's gonna eat because he's very efficient. He's gonna get some work through the passing game, but he's also this goal line back. Like there's been multiple times this year, and I believe like back-to-back weeks where he's been in the Wildcat. Yes, it has been back-to-back weeks. They've been inside the 5 in the Wildcat, and he's taking the snap. Just him back there scoring. So he's a riser for me because he's gonna be that guy going forward. RB2, even higher, and good matchups. So, yeah, go ahead and play him.
Yeah, absolutely. The other one's got to be Leonard Fournette, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Just a good piece of good offense. And there is no more Ronald Jones. So, he's definitely a riser. Safe RB2 with more. Faller for me would be Chase Edmonds. Because... until further notice, until we see that volume tick back up, he's not really safe to play.
Yeah, I'm going to say 2 fallers here are both DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. I mean, these were guys that were like fringe wide receiver ones. I mean, Metcalf more safe, but I mean, Lockett, like definitely, like every time he was healthy, we're saying like you can't say him. But nowadays, I mean, Geno is just so inferior to Russ, and they're going to lean on Alex Collins more. These guys are going to be much more boom bust than auto starts, so that's pretty unfortunate for them.
Yep. Agreed. Anybody else?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of some names here.
OBJ would be a faller. He showed that he got hurt again. I mean, it's just not going to happen in Cleveland for OBJ in fantasy, I don't think.
No. Which is a damn shame because he was like wide receiver 5 like pre-draft that one year. It's unfortunate, but yeah. I also skipped this. This isn't a rising nor faller, but I need to mention it. Once again, I've said this every week, like 100%. They like look at their receipts. Tim Patrick is efficient. He scores a touchdown. He's startable every single time he's on the field because he just does this. I don't get it. It's not mathematically good to start Tim Patrick, but it happens every week. He scores or he has a big play. So go ahead and play him. Play him.
Tim Patrick, man. Tim Patrick. He's a perfect wide receiver for.
It's like he'll have like 3 targets for like 20 yards. You're like, oh no, and he scores. And you're like, okay, it's salvage, and he salvages every game, like
every time.
Like whether it's like a big, it's bizarre, but yeah, we definitely enjoyed Tim Patrick. Last one for me, I'm gonna say, well, no, okay, yeah, last one, Myles Gaskin. He had a huge game last week, and then he gets out carried by Malcolm Brown and Salvon Ahmed and Tua. Yeah, he's fourth in the team in rushing yards, and he's sixth in the team in catches in the same week when he had like 30 points last week. So
yeah, not much else to say.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very, 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 very desperate play on a bye week, I guess, because he does have like some upside. But last week it was looking like he was going to be like Nyheim Hines plus, but now he's just like Nyheim Hines minus. So that kind of sucks.
Yeah. Another faller for me was Allen Robinson, who has continued to fall all season, but he's gone from like wide receiver 3 range to not even startable to not even tradable.
Yeah.
And you have to kind of hold him. You can't really drop him.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like the worst fantasy asset you can have.
He is a roster clogger.
Yeah. It's horrible. It's terrible. It's the worst.
I would know. You would know too.
I would know.
It's a damn shame. Well, I think that's it for me. If you know.
I think that's it, man. It was quite a wild week. This tremendous NFL season has continued in its traditional fashion now. I'm just excited to get some more football, man. Got 2 more days, and we got who we got this Thursday, do you know, coming up?
We have Browns versus somebody.
Oh,
who is it? Here, wait, I'll look. Will I?
Thursday.
Browns versus Denver. With no Kareem Hunt, no Nick Chubb likely, so we're looking at Dearness Johnson and Dimitri Felton, and no OBJ. Wow, that's going to be a shit show in Cleveland, but they'll probably figure it out still somehow.
And Baker's already hurt. He's like in the sling and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not his throwing arm, but still, like you can't cock up with that arm. Like it's going to be.
Shame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, Stick. So next week I'm gonna have. My God, oh my fucking God. I'm going to have Dearness Johnson, Michael Carter, Damian Williams, Elijah Mitchell, James Conner, and Damian Harris. And I can only play 2 of them.
Oh my God. Well, you're definitely playing Damian Harris.
Oh, I have to.
And Conner against Houston, I mean,
yeah.
Edmonds is probably still going to be slow and snap counted. I mean, the first play, wasn't it like the first or second? It was definitely the first drive of the game where Edmonds had his 40-yard run, and then they didn't really give him the ball again. You would think that after a play like that, they would be like, oh, let's see if we can get another one of those out of him. And no, they decided to give the ball to James Conner a ton. So James Conner is definitely a play next week.
Yeah. Damian Harris faces the Jets, and James Conner faces Houston.
Yeah.
Are there better matchups in fantasy for running backs than those two?
No, just ask Jonathan Taylor, who had his monster game against Houston on 14 carries.
14 carries for 30 points. You heard it here, folks. Well, you got anything for people? Anything to say?
No, just thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here with us, and look forward to talking to you again next week.
Stick, I'm going to need one piece of life wisdom before I leave here. I need some inspiration today.
Okay. I think it's important to have like hobbies. It's important to keep yourself occupied with things that not only will keep you physically active, but keep you mentally active. Mm-hmm. So for anybody struggling out there with any sort of life expectancy questions, what am I to do? Just find the things that make you happy and do those things, even if it's, just playing your guitar or whatever. Like, it's important to do those things for yourself, so that the monotonous day-to-day stuff doesn't get to you so much.
You heard it, folks. The most wise man on planet Earth, right there. Yeah. Hey man, I appreciate you doing this again. Being
always,
flexible.
It's always a pleasure, and thank you so much for having me here for the last few weeks. I truly do appreciate it and enjoy it. So Yeah, thank you so much.
Bro, wait here. Wait, bro. Let's do this thing. Like, we gotta make a heart. Yeah, there we go. Wait here. There we go. Wait here. Your hand has to go like I don't know what way it works. Like that. Yeah. Here. Wait. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. Oh wait, this way. Oh, we got it. Okay. All right, bro. See you later. Have fun.
Peace, brother. Have a good one.
You too. What a guy. What a guy he is.